Which makes me think she must be 16 then. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video where I talk about anything I want. Inspired by D'Angelo I am, yes. And today is a follow-up of my Thursday video where I talked about Dani Cohn. I am so confused. Let me just put that out there. In my last video, I was like, I genuinely believe she's 16. I don't think her dad is right when he says that she's like younger than she is. Now I'm just confused. Apparently, there was an account that was supposedly Danielle's grandmother posted pictures where it looks like when she was born, she was wearing a bracelet at the hospital that says 2006. But, you know, all those things can be faked, and the Cohn family, like Danielle and her mother, say that that was a fake account, that the pictures were fraudulent and faked. I just don't know. Apparently, though, because Danielle has been dating boys who are older than her, even if she's like 16 or 14, I don't know, but that are older than that, one of them being TikToker Mikey Tua. And apparently Mikey Tua's family, his parents, decided to report Danielle's mother to CPS because they genuinely thought that Danielle was 13 years old and they didn't want their son to be imprisoned for being like creeping on little girls. So CPS goes in and they check on the family and everything, and nothing happens. Like, the CPS was like, okay, everything's fine and dandy here, which makes me think she must be 16 then. If there was a legit anything that she's actually like 13, just turned 14, they would have snatched her out of her mother's care, right? Which also makes me think that the reason Danielle and her mother aren't really addressing it directly is to keep the hype going. I don't blame Danielle for any of this, by the way. I think her mom is controlling all of her social media, and her mother does not seem like a nice person. She seems really narcissistic. She keeps saying really mean things to her daughter, like, I don't want to have a relationship with you. You're so mean to me. She says this to her daughter, like, what do you mean you don't want to have a relationship with your daughter?
It's best for you to go live with Dustin for a while. There's no relationship between us. But my thing is,
wait.
Can I finish?
Wait, let her talk and then you jump in. Here, you have the remote. Remember we did that last time? You have the remote? You talk only. Don't say a word.
There's no relationship between us, and I don't want to have a relationship with you like this anymore. I can't do it, and I cannot deal with you not sticking up for me in some sense.
Just sounds like a full-blown narcissist who's just like, if you're not going to be nice to me and defend me and be like the perfect daughter, I don't want to have anything to do with you. She just seems like not a nice person. Her mother, Jennifer Archambault, is her mother's name. And it makes me think that since her mother is her guardian, and apparently she's in charge of all of her social media, if you were to contact Danielle on her YouTube channel or social media, being a company, it's Jennifer, her mother, who responds, not Danielle. That makes me think that Danielle's mother, Jennifer, is keeping it purposely obtuse, purposely vague, so that people can get all up in arms about it and keep her daughter in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Kind of like a all PR is good BR kind of thing. So I think CPS would have snatched that girl out of that mother's care if she was 13, turned 14. So I think she's 16. But I think her mother is purposely like keeping it sort of like, oh, but we don't know, to keep like the fame going and like get like all the attention going so that her daughter can make more money for the mother. I don't know. All that aside though, no matter how old she is, it's sad that she had to go through that medical procedure all by her lonesome. You should never be going through that all by yourself. So I still stand by her when it comes to that, just so it's clear. Find a boy who will hold your hand through any medical procedure. Like, for instance, me, when I had my stick in my arm removed because I had it in for 3 years and you have to change it. You have to change your birth control implant once every 3 years. And he is not a big fan of blood. But he held my hand while I was almost passing out while they were removing it. It was way more grotesque than I thought it would be. Even though I had Googled and YouTube searched to see what it would be like. But yeah, get yourself someone who will hold your hand through anything. Anyone who won't do that ain't worth your time. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Do comment below, what do you think about the situation? Do you agree with me? Do you think the mother is purposely trying to make it seem like, oh, but we don't know, just to keep the spotlight on for like a disturbing sort of like, oh, but all you PR is good PR, even though it's like possibly really creepy. Do comment below. We probably have to do another follow-up on this because it's crazy. I love that y'all join in, so do that. Okay, love you, bye.